video is 4 lovely life hacks. The first point is make the most of opportunities to learn, especially if you're a younger person watching this video. Don't tell yourself, oh, I won't need this. I remember when we lived in Jamaica, our first high school that we went to, early on I had a subject called home economics, and I remember thinking, oh, this is a dead class, why do I need home economics? And today, look, I'm a whole homemaker. Yeah, so even if you're not a homemaker like that, right, you still need those skills. They also had 2 other subjects at the school. I didn't get an opportunity to do those, but they had woodwork and agriculture. And even then I remember thinking at the time, why are we doing woodwork or agriculture? Just so ignorant, no idea. And now I see you have the importance of having a practical skill, the importance of knowing how to farm so that you can help to develop your own food. So even if you're my age or older watching this video, if you have an opportunity to learn something new, especially that will develop you or your family, the society, or get better at a skill, then please do it, right? Make the most of that. The second point is every victory is a victory. Take time to pause and celebrate small wins. This helps to build confidence, right? So if you do 1 extra push-up today, or you read 2 pages, or you made a dish and it came out really nice, you know, what else is there? If you finally got through the clothes that you need to fold, whatever small thing it is, celebrate it. Sometimes we're waiting on the big grandiose things. Oh, it's my birthday, it's an anniversary, so let's celebrate. No, find a reason to celebrate every day, every week. You'll see the difference that it makes to your mindset. All right, 3, you are valuable just because you are you. There is no Bible verse that says God loves you because you got straight A's, or because you look beautiful, or the house you live in. God loves you just because you are you. So recognize this, understand this. I have value just because I'm me. I'm special just because I'm me. And God loves me, and I'm important, right? I'm here for a reason. And Lord, please, as I journey with you, help me to know why. All right? 4, respect and honor your elders and ancestors who paved the way for you. All right, so a few months ago, something happened called the Montgomery Brawl. Basically, to kind of summarize it, a man, I think he was a security guard, a black man, I'm mentioning his race because it's an important aspect of the story, right? A black man was just doing his job. He was telling people, this family on the boat, please can you move your boat so that the bigger boat, the bigger ship can come and park up or whatever. I forgot the water term. Okay, I'm not on the water like that. They're not parking up, but you know what I mean. And they didn't want to move. They were being insufferable and just really rude. And then they attacked him first. And all these black people, someone came swimming. All of these people came to his aid. And it's difficult because I want to say it was really beautiful to see. I mean, obviously, you know, violence is never the answer. Violence is never the answer. I love all of the shout out to all of the social media people at that time who all started their videos with, now I don't condone violence. Oh, it was so funny. The memes were crazy. But anyway, no, violence is not the answer, okay? But it was nice to see that he was protected. Because he was respected, he was protected. And they were like, no, you're not going to do him like this. And he's just doing his job. Anyway, I say this to say, at the time, I saw a lot of comments where people would say things like, oh, you know, we're not like the ancestors, you know, we're not like the ancestors. We stand up for ourselves. And I was thinking, do you know what? That is so interesting because, one, a lot of times when slaves and so on and black people have stood up for themselves in history, right? There have been a lot of times, but what it is, they don't usually become major movies. They usually prefer the movies where we're subordinate and we're slaves and woe is me and oh my. So they love to do those type of movies. They never really show the movies where people stood up for themselves and said enough is enough. We're going to escape or hit back or whatever, right? So not all of our ancestors like that were weak. Also, when you think about slavery, you need to also remember the fact that, hey, even though we love to talk about racism nowadays, we'll never know. Yeah, some of us will never know how it feels to be in a ship, you know, chained down for weeks, having to sit and lie in urine and vomit. You'll never know some of these things or the heinous things. Sometimes I feel like every single year I'm learning something new about slavery, some heinous, horrible thing that they did. So unless you've walked the walk and you know what the ancestors had to face, calm down a little bit on how you speak about the people who came before you. Another point is this. People look up to Michael Jackson, but he looked up to different people and merged the styles. This is a huge part of what made him such a great artist. When you listen to Michael Jackson, he really had respect for, James Brown and others. He took inspiration from them. And because of that, Michael Jackson has impacted culture, and you continue to see his impact on culture, right? So you in and of yourself, you just recognizing the people who came before you and showing respect, it makes you better as a person. It makes you more grounded, more level-headed, and it gives you focus, it gives you confidence, because you know and recognize where you came from. Yeah. Another aspect is how we speak about our parents in relation to mental health. When our parents were coming up, they didn't have words like vulnerability, emotional intelligence, and access to counseling. So this is not to excuse the bad behavior of our parents or those above us, but it's just to recognize that, hey, a lot of our sincere parents who were trying their best really tried their best with the information that they had. Now we have so much more information. We have less of an excuse to be rubbish parents, right? I'm not saying that to say rubbish parents, but you get what I'm saying. I'm not talking about those parents who are sincerely trying to do their best, right? I'm just saying, like, let's just remember where they were coming from, and where we all as Black people are ultimately coming from, because we have still been impacted by slavery. And I know some people, as soon as they hear that, they're like, oh, victim. No, it's not about victimhood. It's just about recognizing facts. We're not living in victimhood, but we're recognizing our history. We're seeing how it shaped us, and we're saying, okay, with the information I have now, how can I act differently? All right. Our verse of encouragement is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 21. He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life, righteousness, and honor. All right, then, remember to like and subscribe. Bye, ladies.